Hello everyone and welcome to Optimal Mindset. There's great content here to build your mind and soul optimally. Today I am taking on the topic being in the present. Do well to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be notified when we drop new amazing videos. With that said, let's jump into today's video. By default, it is easy for our minds to be in the past, present, and future simultaneously. We live in our pasts, are present in the present, and are overly concerned about the future. For example, we do not move on from previous disappointments and hurts. We are faced with our necessary day-to-day living while being anxious about what the next 10 years will bring. Our minds are always racing in so many directions. In the long run, we find out that we suffer from physical and mental stress. It is evident that this isn't the best way to live. Today, I will teach you the best way to live your life, which is to be in the present. All you have is this moment. Don't let it slip away. Don't get caught up in thinking about the past or the future. Live in the now. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. Be present in your own life. You may have heard some of these sayings or similar ones. You may have thought, here goes another philosophical talk. Well, that's why you're watching this video today, not for philosophical talk, but to learn what they mean and how they affect your living. What is being in the present? Being in the present is being mindful and alert to what is happening right now, not bothered about the past or anxious about the future. This is the best way for you to live because you cannot erase your past experiences and you do not have control over what happens in your future. The only part of your life that you can influence is your today. People who understand this are the most productive and happy in the world. They enjoy the bliss that today brings and forget what they can't control, the past and the future. This is not about being carefree about life, but understanding how we can choose what parts of our lives affect us. Imagine if you never had to worry about things that have gone wrong in your life or were never unhealthily obsessed with your past victories. Imagine if every bit of anxiety you had for your future disappeared today. Imagine the peaceful and happy life you will live. Sounds good, right? With an optimal mind, there is no up and down. There is just is. And there are no swings in emotions because an optimal mind is almost 100% in the now. An optimal mind does not swing like a monkey through the trees with its emotions, or live like a pendulum in constant oscillatory motion. Emotional living is not for an optimal mind. You won't see people living in the present fist pump over one great event all the time. You also won't see them locked in a room sad over bad news. What you will see from them is a balanced reaction and emotion to everything life throws at them. An optimal mind knows what to focus on at every moment. I'll now be giving you a few steps on how to keep your mind in its best state by living in the present. Number 1. Reduce the time you spend thinking of your past. This may be hard for you because the past can be like chains around the neck, suffocating you and hard to let go of. Whenever you find your mind drifting to the past, consciously stop it. The only time you should spend there is when you need to reflect on it, draw lessons, and plan for today. So you see, spending time in the past is not entirely bad, it just depends on why you do it and how long you do it for. Number 2. Reduce the time you spend thinking about your future. Overthinking your future is like being drawn by a rope with no space to move forward. Your life is not a fairy tale or a horror movie, so why overthink your future? You cannot cheat today and move to tomorrow. So make reasonable efforts to limit the time you spend here to planning and preparation. Let's face it, the most successful people are planners, so I'm not telling you to avoid thinking of your future entirely, but make sure you aren't anxious or fearful about it. If you are enjoying this video, please take a few seconds to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Number 3. Focus on today. The first 2 points I spoke about will make no sense if you do not focus on them today. But how do you focus on today? Be grateful for today. It's a miracle you are here today, so why don't you be thankful for that? If you did not make it from yesterday to today, you definitely wouldn't be watching this right now. I'm in no way trying to guilt trip you if you haven't been. It's just that being grateful for where we are makes us happier and clears out our blurry perspective. The best minds are thankful people. Find your passion and fuel it. You need to get something you enjoy and spend so much time doing it. This is because it's a lot easier for our minds to wander to the wrong places when we are idle. Make sure you are enjoying what you choose to do. This is to avoid burnout and losing interest in it quickly. So get a job, engage in your hobbies, and be active always. The next thing to do to focus on today is to learn to let go. I've said it already, you have no control over some of your experiences. Your mind can only function optimally when you learn to move on. If it's a bad experience like trauma, you can see a therapist to help you heal. Or if it's something reasonable like being the valedictorian in your school, don't let it get to your head that it affects your performance afterwards. The last thing I suggest on how to live in today is to get loose. Yes, get loose. Let go of your self-consciousness and the strong desire to perform. You're not here on earth to impress anyone. most of the people you think you need to impress should not be. So be willing to live freely and do not put unnecessary pressure on yourself. In a nutshell, today you have learned what living in the present is. It is the secret to your happy life. Also, how to live in the present by spending less time thinking about your past and future and focusing on today. You focus on today by fueling your passions, letting go of experiences, and loosening up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you soon in my next video.